everyone, it is Asia and Brian Puspos. Today we are going to do a commentary / reaction video. That's what it's called. A reaction video to our wedding video. If you want to see the video without our commentary and stoppage, it's a pretty long wedding video. Head to the cards or just go to the last video. This is the first time we're watching this edit, which is the edit you're seeing, and wanted to, I don't know, react to it and
like
go talk about certain things.
Yeah, more in depth.
So if you have probably like 30 minutes to spare, join us. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
The welcome picnic, or luau, if you will. I know the celebration is technically on Sunday, but I can't celebrate Asia enough, so I might as well just celebrate every day. Bars.
Oh God.
But I really did mean that. Hence why I put together this picnic, which you were super hating on.
I was actually really hating on this picnic because it was in Eva Beach, which is pretty far away from where we were staying. And I just like didn't want to do that, but it ended up being a pretty awesome night. So yeah. Good job, honey.
Yeah, I was living in the Philippines right before this for 3 months, and I felt like I was a little disconnected in the planning. I just felt like I could have done more, but obviously I was in a different country. So yeah, this was kind of like me making up for like lost time and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, we had our Luke and Levi drinks. I liked the Lukey the best.
Yeah, so we couldn't bring our dogs, and I know how much they mean to us and how much they mean to Asia, so I tried to incorporate them as much as possible. And so yeah, our signature cocktails were named after our doggies.
And the Levi.
Yeah.
It was cute. Also, this was an all-white party, if you didn't get the vibe.
Oh my God. Cheers.
The food was good too. It was really good.
That's typical. Little private luau. My nephew is taller than me, or almost taller than me. Almost there, man.
Dr. Sam must be 6'2".
Oh my gosh.
Cheers, thank you everyone for coming. We hope you enjoyed this welcome picnic. It was awesome, and it's always great to see everyone together. So cheers! Cheers! You're getting there.
Wedding
Beyonce's
day.
birthday. Oh.
It's going down. Oh. That's the first thing that comes to your mind.
Beyonce's birthday / wedding day.
Where is she?
First thing I asked. Like if the answer was like, oh, she's still at the hotel.
She'll get home. I got my room, hopefully.
For some reason, I couldn't read that sentence correctly. It makes sense though, now that obviously I probably should have just opened it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sentence was hard to read.
It said, I got my ring, hopefully one day he'll get his, or something like that.
Yeah, maybe a comma would have helped.
chickens.
Yo.
Nice. You dropped it.
Honey, no, I didn't. It was handed to me as is.
Okay.
So you want to do a breakdown of where you got all your attire pieces for your wedding? Our wedding.
Oh,
So the picnic was Gucci.
I was proud of everything down to the toe. My sandals, my sunglasses, shirt, even my bracelet. It had to be me. Let me be me. Got a custom suit. Shout out to Kenjo Suits. But yeah, my accessories, Gucci bow tie, Gucci shoes, Gucci socks, Balenciaga underwear. Let me be me.
God.
On my day. That was supposed to have obviously Lukey in it, and that was a headache too because
So we're talking about my
the pendant.
necklace.
Yeah, I had to printing out the correct size was so difficult. Shout out to my brother-in-law for helping me. But yeah, even the hotel front desk helped me cut them, and we definitely put both in there.
I don't know what to tell you. I got it with just Levi in it, and there was no other picture of Lukey anywhere in the vicinity.
It's all good.
I mean, hopefully one day we can take the boys to Hawaii because Luke loves the beach and Levi loves grass, but to bring them for the wedding, I mean, we wouldn't have had time to even walk them because we were so busy. And we were only there for a week and it just didn't make sense. So hopefully we can maybe go back home for maybe like a month or something and bring the boys and have our own space and have time for them to come to Hawaii. But for how expensive it would have been to bring them there just for a week, even if it was for the wedding, wasn't really worth it.
Yeah.
We were significantly over budget as is anyways. So.
Lukey and Levi. Well, technically it's just a Levi. I don't know where Lukey is.
Dang it. Just look down. It's on the floor. Asia, when we met.
Oh yeah, there's your Gucci bow
Bro.
tie.
I'm nervous now. Spent a lot of money on my smile for the wedding.
Yeah, he did a lot of dental work.
Those shoes are dope.
It's
Yeah.
been such a pleasure to experience and watch you find yourself and your purpose. Your beauty, your poise, your independence, your values. You are an incredible woman, strong but gentle and loving.
I think the morning of, I was so busy because not only was I getting ready, but also like writing the vows in the book and then also like tipping out the vendors that I wasn't nervous until like everyone was walking down the aisle.
Probably shouldn't have gone out the night before.
Yeah, no kidding.
But
I
Just to-
went home. So basically, our friend put together like a club night the night before our wedding,
yeah.
and everyone that was there on Saturday
Yeah.
went. I went home at midnight to get some sleep. He did not.
You know, we went out, and then night before my wedding, I just could not stop smiling, and I was just in full celebration mode. So the morning of,
Also, when you get a few drinks in him and there's good music and his dance friends around, like he's dancing.
Yeah.
Cannot take him off the dance floor until he's ready to go. So
yeah, I was dying. I actually even went and got
IV drip.
IV drip and an NAD shot to kind of like boost my energy because I was a zombie. So I just remember the moments before, like even here reading, was still kind of not going through it, but like I did feel, I remember feeling like, damn, I really wish I got a good night's rest and all of that.
These last few days, I couldn't help but think of my favorite Drake line. You know I'm always trying to find a cool Drake quote that I can relate to. The line goes, I got your dream girl riding in your dream car. I always thought to myself, yeah, I can relate to that. But now I know it's not relatable at all. Because you are much more than the dream girl, because never in my wildest dreams could I have dreamt of a woman like you.
Not transition.
get my emotional sensitivity from my dad. He gave me his ring. My mom doing a smelling kiss.
Oh, Andrew.
Yeah.
So, if you remember our engagement video, I walked down to, or I guess,
I played
Only
our
Reason.
favorite song, Only Reason by J.P. Cooper at our engagement.
we love that song. It makes me
love that
cry
song.
every time I listen to it,
Yeah. And she doesn't really get emotional about like love songs like that.
about anything, really.
But we always knew that was going to be the song.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so the idea was to actually get J.P. Cooper in person to be playing it, but he just really never responded to me.
I'm sure he was, I mean, he's also like based in like
He's based in the UK.
so
He was on tour, but bruh, come on, bro, you gotta at least respond. Like,
it's
You know what I'm
okay. It
saying?
ended up being better because our friend Andrew Garcia sang.
Yeah,
so it's just
Andrew-
like better anyways, I think.
there was a lot more significance with Andrew because that's how we met. It was through Andrew. And yeah, I remember him practicing for her, and he sent a voice note of like what
He
you know.
switched it up a little bit.
Yeah, he made it like himself.
Yeah.
And I remember I was in the Philippines. I remember I cried. I sent it to Asia, and then you cried.
I cried, yeah.
Yeah. So we were like, bro, don't change it. That was perfect.
Yeah.
And that was like his first rough draft of like, did you like it? He also, they don't show it here, but he actually played when I was walking down,
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
played the Avengers theme song while I was walking down. Anyways. Oh, you want to explain that? So we had a section to where all our family members that are now passed away, we had all their pictures. So
Like a in memory of kind of section.
yeah, just so they're
It
a
was
part
right
of the
by cake.
ceremony and like feels like they're there with us.
Oh, is this what you wore?
So yeah, obviously my dad wearing the traditional Filipino barong, and then mixed with the Hawaiian
Lei. My
lei.
Yeah.
Thought that was pretty cool. And Asia's brother like
My
being-
brother's trying to guide everyone.
He wasn't trying to guide. He was just being him. My parents sat on the wrong side, and of course Nick just like could have said something, Nick. Obviously Asia going down. I guess they didn't get a shot of my face, which is good because I was ugly crying, and my cry is very, very ugly. I wish that I just didn't try to hold it in because that's what it made it like really ugly. Try to hold it in, which just made me look so ridiculous.
So you did what?
I was like, her dad is like, you're already crying.
We're gathered here today.
And then he steps on my
beautiful
veil
island of Oahu
after.
to celebrate the union of Asia and Brian. You've been invited here today to witness.
So
the
Alan, our
support,
friend, is the
commitment of
officiant.
love, and to share the joy of these two as they choose to spend the rest of their lives together. Dear Asia and dear Brian, you know, when the both of you called me to ask me to officiate your wedding, I was excited to be a part of this momentous occasion. Asia, I've known
Were
you
you looking
for
at the camera
8
at
years
times?
now.
No.
You've been so true to yourself the entire time. I've always known you to be such an earnest person, which is especially evident in how committed you've been to being green and eco-friendly. You have
Hot in the mud, huh?
It was really hot, and
It was
obviously
so
one
hot.
word to summate your entire
the
being,
emotions.
it's passionate. You are passionate in everything that you put your hands on.
Nice.
Oh.
I've witnessed this passion in multiple instances. Your passion shows in the results of your professional endeavors. Your passion flares whenever you're trying to.
So that's why we wanted to have our friend Alan be the officiant, because he knows us, and
Yeah,
we knew that he
was-
would not only do a good job, but like speak from the heart about us as a
Yeah.
couple and individually. So that was
So
important
technically,
to us.
he's my friend, but throughout our relationship, he has become both, right? Equally, and we couldn't think of a better person.
It was originally going to be my brother, but then I realized he might not say nice things about me.
But no, Alan was perfect. I know he was gonna take it serious.
Oh yeah, he took it
and
really
I knew
seriously.
he experienced.
Because he
both
had
of
also
us
just gotten
separately.
married too, so I think he knew, like, from his
Yeah.
own experience too.
But yeah, so we couldn't have picked a better person.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alan.
Brian, my brother, I've known you for about 15 years now. I wanted to start off by highlighting how Asia's been so consistent and true to herself, and you've
I knew.
changed, bro. As much as I'm reliving some of these memories I've shared with the two of you, my hope for you is this: that you continue to live many, many, many years in happy marriage, to create a home with Luke and Levi that is full of love and care, and to love and receive love by all of your friends and family alike who have come here today in support of your marriage. Brian, if you would please speak aloud any personal vows that you have for Asia at this time.
It's going down. You know I'm an entertainer. Last. So I say a last there, and it was a last-minute inside joke. Like, I guess the couple of nights before, Asia was like, just don't use any filler words.
Because
Like-
you can see it in his Instagram posts. He likes to talk in his caption with like, you just can't stop.
Right,
So I'm
she
like,
was like,
please don't do that here.
cut to the chase, be a little bit more,
Succinct.
yeah, and
Yeah.
don't use words like alas. And so that's the first thing I did was like, say alas.
You got me.
Asia. We met at a time when we both weren't looking for love. But because we weren't looking, it hit us when we least expected it. We didn't find love, we fell in love. In our 9 years together, not only did we grow as individuals, but our relationship did too. It's been such a pleasure to experience and watch you find yourself and your purpose. Your beauty, your poise, your independence, your values. You are an incredible woman. Strong, but gentle and loving. These last few days, I couldn't help but think of one of my favorite Drake lines.
Oh, God.
You know I'm always trying to find a cool Drake quote that I could relate to.
All of them.
The line goes, I got your dream girl riding in my dream car.
Oh.
I always thought to myself, yeah, I could relate to that. But now I know it's not relatable at all. Because you are much more than the dream girl. Because never in my wildest dreams could I have dreamt of a woman like you. And my dream car isn't a fancy car. It's whatever car you, Levi, Luke, and hopefully our future child will be riding in.
Which isn't a
Or-
Tesla truck.
Damn.
I know. I don't know. Hello. You got your turn.
Got your turn.
Our story is filled with so many chapters, but it's our story's growth that led us to this day, the best day of my life. A story worth celebrating. Somehow you have loved all the best parts of me, but also accept the worst parts of me and turned my flaws into strengths. You have helped me grow into someone that I can respect and be proud of. You've helped me grow into someone responsible, a little more responsible. You've helped me grow into someone that is accountable. You've helped me grow into someone who will never let me quit. The bottom line is you helped me grow into a man. And as that man, I will protect you, I will respect you, I will support you, and I will always continue to be better. You are my soulmate and my best friend, especially because you are Team Iron Man.
Did I say that?
You better be Team Iron Man.
We're only Team Iron Man because we support Tony and like the killing of his parents, and like we understand why he was mad.
Are we really doing this right now?
I will be your suit of armor around your world. I will choose you in every universe, no matter the variant. I will cherish you in any timeline or reality, and I will love you more than 3,000.
My older like aunties and uncles didn't fully understand
The Marvel
the Marvel references.
sections. Yeah.
But if you know, you know.
It plays an important part in our lives, really. Like we get to bond over it. I'm just, as my
Also, we like rewatched all of them
Yeah,
recently too.
yeah.
So.
So it's just cool because like she appreciates my nerdiness,
Yeah.
and so I have to keep it, us. And this is a conversation. The vows are just a conversation between me and you. So, yeah.
Asia, thank you for changing my life for the better. I can't wait to figure out the rest of our lives together. Who knew that someone like you would happen to me? God did.
From?
God did.
Was that Drake?
No, that's DJ Khaled.
Oh, okay.
So when I was younger, there's this song, you probably didn't know this, but from NSYNC's Celebrity album, there's this song called Something Like You. And that's a direct line. And I always thought that would be part of my wedding somehow. I thought that would actually be the wedding, what you walk down to. Something like you can happen to me, right?
So he spent his time in the Philippines writing the vows, and it showed.
Yours was actually like straight.
Well, I mean,
Not
that's
saying
how
like mine was not from the heart, but like yours is actually straight and like it's more raw.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I thought, because I feel like I'm pretty good at writing and like stuff, I was like, yeah, I can do it the day before.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It's like significantly harder than you think it is.
Yeah, I went to do something and then she had the night before, like you had dinner and then we went out. But,
Yeah.
I was grabbing drinks with everyone that just
Yeah,
arrived.
yeah.
And you were like, all right, I'm going to write this. And I was like, cool. I was there drinking and everything and celebrated for like 2 hours. I come back up and the sun is already down and I guess she didn't turn the light on. She's in the dark. I go in the room and I just see the computer light. She's still in the same exact place. And I was like, yo, what?
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
But also, she's a way better speaker than me too. So I knew I didn't want to stumble
No,
on
I mean,
my
but just
words.
like, don't write your vows the day before. Give yourself a week.
Brian,
Yes.
I think about our beginnings often because it amazes me how far we've come over the past 9 years. We faced so many obstacles. Some harder than others. But all those experiences have helped us build the strong foundation that we have today. You have shown me your unwavering love, constant support, and silent strength. And I want to thank you for becoming the man I knew you were. I remember the first time I knew I loved you. We were watching Monsters, Inc. And I just had this overwhelming feeling that I had found the one.
I was gonna mention that.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it was perfect.
At that time, it was just a couple months into our relationship, and I didn't really understand why I felt that way.
Look at my nails.
But I come to realize it's because you're a life changer. Even to people who haven't met you personally, you've changed their lives. You've inspired an entire world through your strength, innovation, and creativity. You are my inspiration. You inspire me every day to dream big And I've accomplished everything I've ever wanted because of your love, support, and guidance. I know sometimes you wish our story had a better meet cute outside the club. But what we have is better than any romantic comedy because what we have is real. Because we have worked so hard to be here. We show up every day to be the best versions of ourselves for each other. We have grown so much individually and as a couple that the rest of this is just going to be easy now. I am grateful for every...
Bars. You crying?
Yeah, are you crying?
No, so like, yeah, we've been together for a long time, but it wasn't, I know most of y'all see us now, but yeah, the first couple of years was not good. But like what's happening, what she's saying is that, you know, we really got through that. What else can you throw at us, really?
But like, don't.
Yeah. So that's why I think it's way more emotional for us, because it's like what she's saying is like, we work for this, you know?
Our journey as a family has just begun. And I cannot wait to see what the future holds for us. Brian, I chose you in 2013. I choose you today.
As soon as she said, Brian, I chose you in 2013, I was like, this girl done Googled. She done Googled wedding vows. That's like a staple, like copy paste.
Listen, like I said, don't write your vows the night before.
Everything,
Don't do that.
With everything before that, I was like, damn, she really like dug deep.
I just
It
like
was
needed
real.
a way to close it, you know? I just needed a way
And
to
how
close
I
it.
knew that it was she Googled that is because I also Googled. And that, but unlike with Asia, I turned it, that's how I turned it into, I made it into my own thing. That's how I turned it into
Okay,
Marvel, right? That's why I was like, I'll choose you in different, you know what I'm saying? But you can actually see it on my face, like.
And I will continue to choose you forever. I'm with you until the end of time. I love you 4,000.
I love you 4,000 is dope, though. So we sent our vows to one of our other good friends.
I sent
like-
mine because you told me that you sent it to Alejandro, and I just needed to know how long his vows were because, as we all know, he talks. So I just like didn't want you to have a 5-minute vow and me to have like a 2-minute vow.
Yeah.
That was like mostly the reason why.
I only sent it to him for grammar corrections and stuff like that, because I used to pay him in high school to write my papers.
I didn't know that.
Take Asia to be your wife?
I do.
Do you, Asia, take Brian to be your husband?
I do.
Having pledged your love and promise to one another today in front of all of your friends and family, and by the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations, friends and family. It is my honor to introduce to you
I forgot my bouquet with my mom. New Brian Puspos song, Celebration.
Yeah. Celebrate on all digital platforms where you listen to music. But here, so one thing we forgot to mention is that we actually had she had a grand entrance. So I hired like a very old school classic like Cadillac, like a wedding car, to drive her up, and then she gets out and then walks down the aisle. It's like super grand. It was really nice.
It was a very nice car.
But he broke down at the bottom of the mountain or the hill, and he couldn't make it. So, which was fine because obviously she just walks down. But we didn't even think about it. Like
Because
we were just like,
after we leave the aisle, we were supposed to jump into the car and drive away.
Yeah, so we actually, it was a little bit awkward because we didn't know
stood
what to do because we didn't plan that in the rehearsal.
Yeah.
We just said, oh, okay, we'll just get in the car. But so we got at the end of the aisle and we're just like, and we didn't even plan, like, I forgot, like, to tell Andrew maybe he should be, like, playing music.
Yeah.
And so it was just kind of like, there was an awkward moment for a little bit. And then because they were trying to get a drone shot too, but they couldn't find the drone. So we were like standing there for like a few minutes like,
okay.
All right. But yeah. Yeah.
There's the drone shot. Oh, some of it.
Hey, love you guys. Congrats. You guys have a great one.
Popo. So Popo was the reason why we got married in Hawaii, because it would have been much cheaper and easier for us to stay in LA, but she's the last living grandparent out of the two of us, so it was important for her obviously to be there, and that bitch had a blast, so it was worth it.
Yeah.
And thank you, Asia, for rescuing the stray dog off the streets.
Oh, that's Alejandro, by the way.
So that's Alejandro.
Oh, look at Levi.
That's Levi and Luke again being.
Lukey's looking kind of chubby. See, I don't even remember the cake. I don't remember the food.
Yeah, out here, gonna get ran. Going to Hawaii.
Oh, you're so cool.
Yay. Everyone loved the wedding suit. And honestly, it was just from the bottoms were my engagement pants. The top I already had, and the jacket was just from ASOS. But I needed something, because obviously our viral wedding dance, I needed something to dance in. So that's why I had to change. But I ended up changing back into something similar after anyway.
Were you nervous
the wedding
doing
dance?
the wedding dance?
No.
Yeah.
So if you didn't know, our wedding dance to Cuff It went viral. Beyonce reposted
It's like
it
21
and
million
everything.
right now on TikTok.
Yeah, on TikTok. But yeah, I kind of knew it would go viral, but I didn't know it would go that
I was
viral.
like, I guess, I don't want to say I was feeling like shit all day, but definitely during the ceremony, I pulled up and like I was present. I was like, okay, my mind and body is here. But after that, I was kind of like back to like being
the adrenaline left you.
I was kind of like back being like a zombie, and like I was like spacing out, and it kind of just didn't feel real. Like I was like, man, this happened already, and like what is happening?
Yeah.
I just kept feeling like it was a dream, and so leading up, I remember we were like waiting. I remember like, do I even like remember this dance? Like, am I able? So I started like freaking myself out, because I was like, dude, I feel like I'm not actually here, and I don't want to, and I know I need to pull up.
Moral of the
during
story is, don't get drunk the night before your wedding.
Well, that's if you can do that, if you can handle that. I can't. Even like because like my face even like shows
It. I'm gonna post a picture right now of Brian's drunk face. Mm-hmm. It's the one of us at the sushi restaurant.
Yeah, I just look like a totally different person. Even watching this video back, I'm just like, dang, I look like crap. But
You did it, honey.
thank you. But yeah, I love this entrance.
Yeah. We did that dance a week before the wedding. And now Brian does wedding entrance choreography.
So yeah, I
as
made
like
a joke.
side hustle now.
I made a joke on Instagram like, yo, I'll make this a business. Hit me up if you want me to choreograph your grand entrance. And I've got many inquiries, so.
One has already been married.
Yeah, one has actually been married already. If you need your grand entrance choreographed,
By a professional choreographer.
I got you.
The sun was great for the photos, thank God.
Congratulations, Ryan and Asa. Let's go, happy marriage.
We have been told by multiple people that attended our wedding that this was the best wedding they've ever been to.
Yeah.
And the reason being, I think, is because we invited people that had the vibes.
Yeah.
You know, there was not a wet rag. Everyone was dancing.
Yeah.
Like, I think
It
that
was
is
mostly
the most important.
Yeah, mostly it was definitely a really young wedding.
Yeah.
And obviously having me having dance friends and people from, you know, the entertainment side and, you know,
Yeah.
people that just enjoy music.
Open bar, obviously, a must.
Grid was definitely the drunkest.
Grid was the drunkest for sure.
Oh, yeah. So did you know I was doing cater to you?
No, I didn't.
So yeah, I was actually supposed to do. You gonna know when
Oh, yeah. I love that song.
I thought I needed to do something that I already like knew
Yeah.
front to back. So the song Cater to You, and then obviously being Beyonce, Destiny Child. So originally I thought it would have been cool to have like Most Wanted, my old dance crew, but a lot of them just couldn't make it. But yeah, this was still dope. A lot of them are from Most Wanted. And obviously,
Wet the Bed.
Wet the Bed with my original crew, the Architects. They all live in Houston, so I actually had to fly to Houston to rehearse. And I flew to Houston for only 2 hours just so I can rehearse for this.
What did you tell me you're flying to Houston for?
I was choreographing for the Rockets.
Which he's done before, so I didn't think
Yeah.
anything of it.
So this meant a lot in a lot of ways because this was the first video this is how she knew I existed. She posted on her Facebook or sent it to her friends. And this video also meant a lot to me because it kind of like catapulted and kind of solidified me in my career. And yeah.
That was cool. I did not know that you were going to do Wet the Bed, but that was cool.
Man, I loved our first dance.
Oh yeah, he ripped his pants.
I freaking knew I was gonna rip my pants, that I had a second one made, but because of the night before, I just forgot. I was frazzled and I forgot to bring the extra pants. But luckily I wore basketball shorts so I just put them on. So I look like Pinocchio for majority of the night.
Popo. So Popo came out to dance. She not only stayed the entire time, which I didn't think she was going to stay because she's like 95.
Yeah.
And also the venue was an hour and a half away from everything. So it was pretty far away. So I thought she was going to leave early, but she enjoyed watching all the boys dance. She ate everything. She ate all the desserts. She ate all the dinners. And then for the last dance, she came out and danced with us, and she has I've never seen that woman dance ever.
Yeah,
so again,
that was cool.
That's the reason why I'm her favorite grandchild. First and favorite, we all know this. There's proof now. But that made it worth it. That was my favorite part.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts too, because it felt like she knew me. And like recognized me and was like, man, I fuck with you. I really like you now. Like, and what she's saying, like, every time you did look back at her, like sitting at the table, like you could see her right there.
Yeah.
She was just.
She was having
every
so
time
much
I like,
fun
she was
just
like,
watching it.
yeah, just like observing and sucking it in.
And I sat next to her and she's like, I used to dance like this when I was younger.
Yeah, she told me the same thing.
Yeah.
And we've been to weddings where she was attending and she was not like that.
Also, I think ours was just more fun in general too.
Myron. Never danced with my mom. Oh, that's great. I'm glad you ended up dancing with your papa.
Yeah, group photo. This got dangerous at times.
This is like, as you can see, we're at our full happiness right here. And this is my drunk face, by the way.
You've had worse.
My bags come out super hard. Like, I love this. Like, I'm being the nerd of my Jedi saber, and then you being a baddie sums up our relationship. I'm just going, I'm so happy. Jakey.
Yeah, this was a good ending, I think. And almost everyone was still there. A couple people left, but most of the party stayed.
Look at my face. Oh man. My Pinocchio.
You're like, wow, lights.
Yeah, I'm just like, I look like I'm like on drugs.
Are you?
No. I wonder who I was pointing at.
I have no idea. Maybe you weren't pointing at anything. Yay!
Man, literally the best day of my life. Sometimes I just like lay down. I'm like, man, I wish we could go back to that. And not even just like our wedding, just like at a state of like not worrying about anything
Yeah.
and just like having fun, dancing. We should get married again every year.
No. No thanks.
That was our wedding video.
That was our wedding video. We were gonna do a separate Q&A video, but I kind of accidentally lost all the questions. But most of them were the same. How much the wedding cost? I'm gonna upload that budget video of our wedding next week. But a couple of other questions in general were all the same. What was like your favorite part? I think we mentioned already. Well, mine was Popo.
Mine was the ceremony.
And then what was worth the cost and what wasn't worth the cost?
I don't know, everything was worth it.
It kind of was.
I wish we could have paid for an extra hour. That was an option. That would have been great.
I'll tell you what wasn't worth it is spending a lot of money on your veil, ladies. Don't do it. I will be renting out my veil and my dress, just FYI. But
I guess like for me, going off on like the little designer trinkets and like my Gucci.
do you even know where those pieces are?
No.
I think everything outside of my veil and maybe your trinkets was worth the money. Like the quality of the tent and stuff, all those upgrades we made for like the furnitures and stuff, very, very, very much worth it in my opinion.
Yeah.
The shuttle is a requirement, but we had everyone take shuttles to our wedding, and that was worth it because everyone could just drink and not have to worry about, coming home. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yay! This was a long ass video, but thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed all the little commentaries we had about our day.